Ja, ich bin's wieder, Käse, neue Haare. Nehmen wir mal ein Let's Play von Ace Attorney. Jetzt hätte ich fast Investigations gesagt. Wenn man zu sehr daran gewöhnt ist, immer dieses Spiel anzukündigen. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. So, jetzt aber. So, im ersten Part haben wir schon ein bisschen was erfahren über die Gebräuche und das Land von Kurain, wo wir uns jetzt befinden. Und es ist schon direkt wieder ein Mord passiert. Genauer gesagt wurde auch zusätzlich ein Schatz gestohlen. Und unser kleiner Freund Albie wird dessen bezichtigt, wurde eigentlich auch sogar schon schuldig gesprochen, weil irgendwie gibt es keinen Strafverteidiger. Also machen wir das jetzt, also, was soll's. Also, Gerechtigkeit, hallo? Na gut. Über was wollen wir mehr wissen? Wie wär's mit der Mordwaffe? Mr. Payne, what was the murder weapon? The murder weapon was the treasure box itself. The empty treasure box left at the scene had a large blood stain on it.
Oh, utterly reprehensible, using the sacred treasure box for murder.
The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs and snatched the box ready to abscond with the treasure. But he was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had come to the room in the course of his rounds. After enveloping Mr. Roll on the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloodied housing open and made off with the treasure inside. Okay. Alles klar. But the defendant is just a little boy. I hardly think he would be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on the head. Ah, very good point, Mr. Wright. But I'm afraid that won't help you. At the time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up to the altar. The accused's elevated position would more than make up for the difference in stature. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ha 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 ha! Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless. What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor.
Your title is obviously well earned. Ups, das ist ja der Richter. Ups.
Your title is obviously well earned. Well, the accused's guilt is certainly conclusive. Unless there's anything else, I'm ready to announce my verdict. Very well, in that case, I thought the accused...
Just one moment, Your Majesty! Don't you think you're rushing the verdict just a little bit?
I told you, I've plans to attempt to, and... Oh! I'm late, it's already started! How did the time fly by so fast?
He's still stuck on that! We haven't even heard the defendant's sides of the story yet. Your Majesty, the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Huh? Stille? Did I say something funny?
Cross-examine the... What do you mean by that?
What? What do you mean? What do I mean?
I seem to have some dim recollection of the process, but I can't quite recall.
And little wonder. A so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years. Should I even be surprised anymore? Anyway, I demand we let the defendant, or the accused, tell his side of the story.
Is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty! What harm could it do? I say we allow the boy to speak, Your Majesty. Though I doubt you have anything of relevance to say. Oh, how kind of you, your royal painness.
Very well, as long as it's okay with you, Mr. Payne. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway.
In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back to the witness stand.
Oh, but before we do, I better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections?
Go for it, your majesty. Mach mal, du. Alter, ist doch krank. Accused, state your name and occupation again, if you would. I'll be your guide. I'm in training to be a monk, and I'm a tour guide too.
Why me? Now, where were we?
Cross-examine the defendant, your majesty.
Right. Let's do that then. At the defense attorney's insistence, I might add.
He sounds a little dispirited. His wife must have given him a piece of her mind.
Well, the defense had better get on to it. And make it quick, if you please.
The defense... Mr. Wright, I didn't know you were a lawyer. Well, I am, and I'm here to defend you, Albie. Don't worry. All you have to do is tell the truth, and you'll be alright. You tricked me! What? If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that tour. Give back that Megatama I gave you yesterday! Albie, what's gotten into you? Don't talk to me! You disgust me! Now even Albie's against me. But why? This must be an experience for you, Mr. Wright, being loathed by the client. Now then, accused, please give the court your testimony. The incident occurred around noon, during the break between the morning and afternoon dance of devotion. I want you to tell the court what you were doing around that time. All right. Okay, allererste Aussage. Huiuiuiui, es geht endlich los. Jetzt wird's interessant. I didn't kill Mr. Roll, and I didn't steal the treasure. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green Chinese butterfly on it. When the incident happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour route.
Were you well acquainted with the victim?
Yes, he used to chat with me whenever we ran into each other in the temple. Mr. Roll was a monk in training when he was a kid too, you know. I bet Albie looked up to him. But he had to give that up and go to work when his family needed money. That's why he became a guard, but at least that way he could still stay on at the temple. He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite. The victim's parents apparently both died relatively young, so Mr. Roll had to support his younger brothers and sisters as well. But even with his job as a security guard, I'm sure things couldn't have been easy for him. It sounds like his circumstances and Albie's were very similar. Mr. Roll encouraged me to never give up. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he said. He was always cheering me on in my training and in my tour guide's business too. Why in the world would I kill a nice man like that?
Yes, I see. You expressed yourself well. Defense, now that you've heard the accused's account, are you finally satisfied? If so, let's draw this to an expeditious conclusion.
But your majesty, I haven't even cross-examined the defendant yet.
That was the end of it? It's been so long, I don't really recall what this cross-examining thing is all about.
A judge who doesn't know what a cross-examination is. What fresh hell is this?
I really do wish I could remember how it works.
I should give the judge a refresher on cross-examination. So, das ist jetzt an dieser Stelle halt die Abfrage. Möchten wir ein Tutorial haben oder nicht? Also, ja. Also für Leute, die das halt bisschen länger kennen, Beispiel ich und ihr, die Zuschauer, die halt schon ein bisschen länger dabei sind, brauchen wir das nicht wirklich. I'd better save my breath. The judge doesn't exactly seem like a model student. You just have to watch and see how it's done. Jawohl. So läuft das. So und nicht anders. Gut. Dann fangen wir doch jetzt erstmal an. Rechtsverhör. The accused's account. So, als erstes Mal haben wir schon... Kluge Köpfe haben wir schon direkt hier gesehen, was da abläuft. Und ja, wenn man hier unten den Bildschirm beim oberen Ding hier die Ecke sieht, die Health Bar wurde wieder ausgetauscht gegen Versuche. Also ganz wie im ersten Teil Ace Attorney. Und ja. Nun, das mal so vorab. So, I've never seen a treasure box with a green Chinese butterfly on it. Da hat er sich schon versprochen. Weil, wenn er das wirklich nie gesehen hat, woher weiß er dann, dass der Schmetterling grün ist? Das einzige Foto, was hier existiert, ist schwarz-weiß. Oh, Albie, why would you lie to me? So you say you've never laid eyes on the treasure box. Is that right? That's right. It's forbidden, so I'd never do that. In that case, how did you know there was a green butterfly on it? Huh? Because I saw the picture of it in that newspaper article. Nope, take another look. These photos are in black and white. You couldn't possibly tell what color the butterfly is from these pictures. Hold on. His back. Did it just move?
Paul Kunka!
I beg your pardon? Paul Kunka is a word in Chinese that people use when they're surprised. Also sowas wie du meine Güte oder what the hell? Ich hab vergessen auf mein Handy zu gucken, da war ja was.
You just exposed a lie, so this is the power of a cross-examination, is it?
I should be the one shocked here by your shocking lack of understanding. I mean, seriously, das ist keine Zauberei oder sowas.
But just a moment. If the accused was lying, then that just makes him more suspicious than ever.
This just makes things worse for me than ever. Albie, are you hiding something? Please give only true statements. I can't help you if you don't tell the truth. Darn, I just can't seem to get him to open up to me. So, accused, you have seen the treasure box with your own eyes after all, haven't you? Well, maybe I did take a peek on time a long time ago when I was cleaning the treasure room. But you weren't at the treasure room at the time of the incident, right? Of course I wasn't. That is a lie. You were most definitely inside the treasure room on the day of the incident. And I have proof. He does?
This was found on the floor of the treasure room. This is a scroll entitled Notice and contains a list of temple monk duties. These instructions pertain to the day of the incident.
And what exactly is that supposed to prove?
The accused's fingerprints were found on the scroll.
What? Oh no! Where is it? It's not here! I must have dropped it somewhere.
Indeed, you must have dropped it when you were busy murdering the victim.
Das sieht nicht gut aus. Gar nicht. No, 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 no. Then that means Albie was there on the day of the incident.
So this is the power for cross-examination. The more the accused talks, the guiltier he paints himself.
Nein, so läuft das nicht!
Yes, it would seem so, Your Majesty.
He predicted my argument and had evidence ready to refute it. How was any of that supposed to help the accused? See, I told you can't trust lawyers and their lies. Her benevolence already said the kid's guilty. Just declare him guilty and get it over with. No, everything's going all wrong. Shadow, what do I do?
As I suspected, this cross-examination session was served no purpose whatsoever.
No, you're wrong!
But old as we are with her benevolence inside, there's no reason to doubt his guilt.
Then I guess I'll just have to poke holes in this inside of hers.
By the way, this didn't prove to be very interesting at all, Mr. Payne. Nevertheless, I will now finally announce my verdict.
Wait just 1 moment, Your Majesty. I haven't seen this divination seance for myself yet. As the defense, I have the right to check it.
Is that really necessary? I have to get home and apologize to my wife.
I guess she really did give him the business.
Your Majesty, I enthusiastically support having Mr. Wright see the seance.
You do? And why's that, Mr. Payne?
Don't you want to see it? See the lawyer being utterly crushed by the power of the seance? And then watch him tearfully beg for mercy?
Well, no.
I'm sure I'll make up for not getting to go to that class with your wife.
It certainly does sound worth seeing, and it gives me a juicy tidbit to tell the missus.
I've been reduced to a juicy tidbit?
Well, for an interloper, I imagine you do have to see it for yourself to be convinced. It's certainly unprecedented to let's have the divination seance performed again. But then, right after the tearful begging, I really do have to be going.
The only tearful begging is going to come from the prosecution when we're through.
How pitiful the defense looks, still scrambling desperately for a foothold, blissfully unaware that defeat and despair are all that await him.
Was ist sich denn so sicher? Und hallo, Your Benevolence, Rafer. There she is, Her Benevolence.
Her Benevolence, Rafer Padma Kurain. Thank you for coming all this way once again.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is simply my duty. Barb-headed attorney. Yes? I am told you question the veracity of the sacred divination seance. It would seem the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you. I'm just a foreigner, ignorant in the ways and customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might say or do, your benevolence. All I want is a fair trial for Albi. You would imply that the trials of this courtroom are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. What's fair about trials with no defense and no chance for the accused to tell their story?
How dare you speak to her benevolence in that manner?
Did you hear that? Did you hear how he talked to her benevolence? What does he know about anything? Ignorant outsider. We won't stand for it. We were punished. Yikes! Looks like I really stuck my foot in it this time. Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Punish him already! Silence, one and all! Is she standing up for me? Be not disquieted, my people. He merely expresses his opinion. Well, well, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought. Attorneys are ghastly creatures, with souls stained black by brazen untruths. The words of a lowly worm such as that are not worthy troubling yourselves over. Alright, I take that back. Rat. None of his prattling can sway the truth of my insides. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways.
Now then, your benevolence, the divination seance, if you would.
Certainly. Nena, my robe. Schwupp. Gott, ist sie schnell.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
What just happened? An image appeared in the pool.
A final message from the victim's soul, the last communication of his mitama. The divination seance has revealed this to us.
Her benevolence can use her power of spirit communion to project a victim's memory of the last few moments before their demise.
So what we saw in the pool is what Mr. Roll actually experienced.
In the victim's memories, we see the accused raising a weapon up over his head. This is consistent with the findings of the police investigation.
There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it. This looks bad for Albie. Really, really bad.
Now, do you see why I'm the credible pain?
More than I can express. But even if those really are the victim's last memories, what can I do with them?
There it is. There's the face of a man being utterly crushed. Oh, how long I've waited to see it. Isn't it wonderfully gratifying, Your Majesty?
Oh yes, very satisfying indeed. Now are you finally convinced, traveler? The accused is most assuredly guilty.
Am I really the only unbiased one here?
Now then, I think we've been amused enough. If you give up now, I won't even invoke the Defense Culpability Act against you.
Was es jetzt bitte schön mit dem Defense Culpability Act genau auf sich hat? Weil das wird noch im Laufe des Spieles sehr häufig kommen. Das ist quasi das Dark Age of the Law von Dual Destinies hier in diesem Spiel. Und was wir jetzt genau mit dem Divination Seance machen können, wo wir ja die letzten Momente des Opfers vor uns haben, bevor es stirbt, machen können, beenden wir jetzt erstmal den Part und sehen das dann beim nächsten Mal. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen, das war's von meiner Seite. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. See ya, guys!